The Price of Being Ordinary. Part 1. History remembers the heroes. It remembers Naruto Uzumaki, Hashirama Senju, Madara Uchiha. But history is rarely written for the ordinary. There are thousands of shinobi in the Naruto world. They fight, they bleed, they die, and then they are forgotten. Today, I want to tell you about the story of one of those forgotten shinobi. You've seen him before. In fact, he appears during one of the most famous moments in the entire series. But if I told you who he was now, this story wouldn't matter. So for now, forget everything you think you know. Forget the heroes. Forget the legends. I want you to see the shinobi world through the eyes of someone who was never desired for greatness. He wasn't born into a powerful clan. No one expected greatness from him the day he entered the academy. There was no famous surname behind him, no inherited bloodline, no legendary teacher waiting to discover his talent. He was simply another child in a classroom filled with impossible dreams, like every single student around him. He wanted to become someone people would remember, because that's what every single young shinobi believed. Train hard, never give up, protect your comrades, and one day, your efforts will be rewarded. It sounded simple, it sounded fair, but the shinobi world has never been fair. Some children master techniques after seeing them only once. Others carried the strength of generations within their bloodline. While they advanced with natural talent, he advanced through repetition. When lessons ended, he stayed. When everyone else returned home, he remained on the training grounds again and again and again. Same sword swing, same footwork, same exercise every single day. Not because he enjoyed suffering, but because he believed effort could close the distance that talent had created. Years passed. Some of the children around him became exceptional. Others became prodigies. Some earned the admiration of their teacher before they even had reached adulthood. He did not. His victories were quiet. His failures were frequent. But every time he fell, he stood up again. Not because he believed he would become the strongest, but because quitting meant accepting that ordinary people could never matter. And he refused to believe that. Eventually, his determination earned him the rank of Chunin. Not through overwhelming power, not through genius, but through discipline, reliability, and the trust of those people who fought beside him. It wasn't the future he had imagined as a child, yet when he put on that green jacket, he smiled, because someone believed they could trust in him with another person's life. To him, that meant everything. The years that followed were uneventful. Escort missions, village patrols, protecting merchants, helping civilians rebuild after attacks, stopping bandits no one else would ever hear about, no crowds celebrating those victories, no stories were written about him. The next mission always arrived before the last one had been forgotten. That was the life of an ordinary shinobi. Slowly, his dream changed. No longer wanted fame. He no longer dreamed of becoming Hokage. He simply wanted to return home after every single mission, knowing someone else had been able to return home too. Sometimes, that was enough. Sometimes it had to be. Then, everything changed. News spread across hidden villages. The impossible had happened. The 5 great nations would fight together, not against each other, but against an enemy unlike anything in the world has ever faced. The 4th great ninja war had begun. Like thousands of others, he answered the call. He packed his equipment, sharpened his sword, put on his flat jacket, and walked towards the battlefield. A battlefield from which many would never return. He believed, just like everyone else, that he still had the future waiting for him. He had no way of knowing that one day millions of people would watch his final moments without ever knowing who they were looking at.